everyone, this is Iniko.
Hi.
The way that you write and the way that you express your thoughts, I think, is incredibly valuable to many subcategories and groups of the community.
We have to get into the habit of like lifting up these people who are treated differently because of who they are. That's crazy.
Hey, this is Kevin Sapphire Decamp.
And it's Trevor Citrine Dow.
And this is VTV,
the definitive podcast for all things LGBT travel,
pop culture,
and where we share diverse perspectives from members within our community.
Blessings to you.
Blessings to you. So is Sapphire your favorite crystal?
I was in a band, and that's what the band was called.
Sapphire?
Mm-hmm.
Sapphire is my birthstone.
Me and the other kids in the neighborhood.
And what kind of music?
Motown.
Motown, were you all white?
Yeah.
Amazing.
But we're from Detroit. So
yeah, so, okay.
We get
so
a little cred.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, was your hair just as poofy and just as high at 8 years old?
Yes, it was. Are you feeling very spiritual today because of our guest?
I feel like I'm trying to enter this new year as calm and zen as possible. You know, we rewatched the interview with Iniko, who's our guest on today's episode, an incredible non-binary musician and lyricist and artist, just all around creative. Truly like one of those people where you just go, oh, you're a star.
They've got some great insights into this, into just how they make things and how they see things.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of talk about synchronicities, and it reminded me how much I'm in alignment with that kind of talk these days.
Are you enjoying everything that's being attracted to you?
When I start to notice things that are happening in my life, I can notice them and be like, oh, how would I like to acknowledge this? How do I like to notice this? Because I can either do something about it actionably, or I can change my mind thought around it, but they're all influential into what happens next.
Is there anything that you're manifesting for the year 2026?
Synchronizations. The more synchronization supposedly means you're more in alignment. Your feelings are actually quantifiable moments of vibrations that are creating synchronicities as they come. The more you acknowledge them, the more value you get out of it. What are you trying to manifest?
I think my biggest goal for 2026 manifesting is that I'm seen and heard as the creative individual that I am, and not just a creative for others. I think that's my biggest manifestation.
You want to be understood this year.
I think I want to be seen as the artist that I am for myself, and what my art when it comes to Trevor Dow looks like. I do a lot of output for others, and I enjoy that. I love it, but I do think that, you know, due to therapy, there's a little like, okay, well, what does that look like for yourself? At the end of the day, I guess the most important thing is that it's received by me, you know?
That's the most important.
Yeah, for sure. So I think that's 2026.
Well, let's continue this conversation about creating art with Iniko.
Yes.
And today we are joined in the VTV studio on the 2025 Caribbean Cruise with a very, very special guest, an incredible artist who is new to the Kaya this year. And we saw their show last night. It's a transcendental, spiritual experience is really like the way that I would put it. It felt like something that I haven't gotten to experience in a long time. And everyone, this is Iniko.
Hi. Hello. It's nice to be here. Welcome. Wow. Hello. Thank you for having me.
How do you go from that and channeling this superstar that we saw yesterday?
Thank you. You know,
like,
I think
you have so much between your music and the performance.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell that you are curating such a through line of what you desired to be. Like I could see the collage of things, and I could see you in that collage.
Made me tear up. Wow.
Oh, good.
Thank you. Yeah. I don't know if I can like fully explain it, because even I don't really fully understand.
Right. Okay.
I do know that like music has been the thing that gets me through like just the day. Like ever since I was a child, like things that have music, things that involve music. Like I love film, for example, but I noticed that a lot of the films that I love, the soundtrack like moves it for me. Like I love The Lion King. I loved Interstellar. Like one of my favorite films, but that soundtrack really like brought everything together. Music, and also I think that's what it is. I experience music visually. So like if I'm having a hard time understanding a feeling, it's probably because I can't visualize it. And there is music out there, just in general, like when we listen to music, I feel like it helps us understand our feelings. Or like help us voice the feelings that we haven't been able to like say out loud or like bring to the forefront. So that is what music has always been for me, even if I didn't realize it. Once I started to realize it and actually like take control of it, I think that's when things really like started to happen. Even with my song The King's Affirmation, the one that was really like, it wasn't the first thing of mine that went viral, if we're using that word, because I had been reaching people. Like there were people there that knew me and saw me. This was the first time that it reached people like outside of this sphere of people that like knew of me, and like it was like people who weren't actually trying to find me, but I just happened upon their page, which I feel like is a better definition of virality.
I love that.
And once that happened, I think it made me realize how powerful music can be, because when I wrote The King's Affirmation, I was not okay. Like I was literally like so depressed and stressed out because something else had gone viral, and I was just getting a wave of people like misgendering me and being really mean and transphobic and queerphobic, and just, you know, doing the thing that people do where they're just like, I'm looking at you and I see you in front of me, but you're not actually here. Like you are not actually a real person. And I tried not to take it on, but because of the way like my brain is wired, I am
You feel
autistic also. So like things that are negative, like when I experience negativity, it affects me in a much bigger way than I would like it to. And it, you know, people have literally to this day, they still tell me like, just ignore the comments, like just don't look at them, like don't listen to what people say. And it's just like, it's not that I don't hear you. It's just that when somebody tells me specifically something that is not factually correct, like it's not even about like my opinion, like, and we're talking just in general. When somebody tells me something that isn't factually correct and I know it's not factually correct, it's like I'm like, okay, but like you're wrong. But like I'm not, like it's like I don't want to fight.
It's hard to be like, choose
like
your battle, I guess.
Yeah, like because to me it's not a battle. To me it is enlightening someone.
Right.
But to them, like they don't see it as enlightening. Like they see it as a fight. They get defensive.
Wow.
But that's how the King's Affirmation came to be. I wanted to remind myself of what I wanted to be, which is one of the greatest.
Yes. Was there a specific moment or flip for you where that switch happened to go, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is how I believe in myself and how I see myself and what I want to offer.
Because it's also, you are visually quite expressive too. So like, how did you get there? From like going to private school?
Well, I guess like I am no longer masking, which that is a term that is used to describe the process where neurodivergent people like put on kind of this like skin suit to appease people outside of them who don't necessarily understand or really know what neurodivergence is. So I think like going to that school, and then also like just like the way I grew up, like I knew that I was like emotional, and I knew that I always experienced emotion on a very deep and intense level. But like I grew, I'm Jamaican, so it you know, it's a thing where it's like, why are you crying? You know, like there's nothing to cry for. Like, you know, like the only emotion that you should be showing is like happiness. And even then you can't be too happy, because like, what you smiling about? Like, go do something.
It's the suppression of
why
all emotions and all feelings.
in a weird way, yeah. And I know that might not be like everybody's experience, or like every Jamaican's experience, or every Black person's experience, but I do think that those particular identities tend to bring forth that because of the cultural violence that is kind of just always there. So it's like you reenact that violence at home, even if you don't realize it. And it's generational. It happens for a long time, and it's not just Black people. I think it varies upon culture.
There's only so much you can control when it comes to the perception.
Yes.
And maybe it's about control, letting go of control a little bit.
Please, literally, that word, control, I think that's like that will forever be my lesson. Like letting go of control, like realizing that I cannot control people outside of me, like even the people closest to me as well. And I know that it is because of like not having any control over myself or who I can show up as, because other people in my life were like, no, you can't be that way. I think a lot of the times too with neurodivergent people, neurodivergent queer people, like we are really good at making other people feel comfortable. Like we're so good at that. Like, and it's like, I want to be comfortable too. Like,
That's what's so powerful and great about like recognizing seasons, because like there is a time and a place and a people for everything, and some of those people will help you continue to grow and evolve in the ways that you need to.
yeah.
And maybe it's easier or becomes more clear once you work through and get to that place after said trauma, or like, you know, you can leave whatever that controlled structures that you were in, and now you're being able to
Yes.
remove that mask so that there's people that are in your orbit are more
Like,
attuned and like you, yeah, or have at least a greater ability to appreciate it,
yes.
because
That's another thing. I guess they don't have to be like you. Like, they just need to like you.
to me that's like kind of one of the most beautiful things is when you do find, especially to those people that are not necessarily exactly like you, but they appreciate the difference and value it,
And that's why you love them.
Yes.
Like, you love them because it's like, damn, you're not like me, but like, I like that.
but I see
Like,
you and
you
you
challenge
see me.
me. I want to be challenged. I don't want to be fought. Do not fuck. I'll fight you. Like, we're gonna fight. I don't want to.
You hear it?
I don't want to fight.
But and that's what and I mean I think that's probably at least from my own experience, and a lot of like we have a ton of V team members who are so excited that you are here because the way that you write and the way that you express your thoughts, I think, is incredibly valuable to many subcategories and groups of the community. And, you know, on a ship like this, you know, the majority are still cis white men like us.
Yeah.
But, and what one of my hopes and goals through doing the podcast is really to like exemplify and amplify all of the voices and all of the people that do come on these trips, in the goal that people will see themselves in you and in the team and the other guests, and then continue to build
And see, like, oh, I want to be around that because I am that.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, we might not be and look and have the exact same experiences, but I'm going to be able to want to appreciate and learn, and also like have some freaking fun, because like it is like
We need
everything is so heavy that when you come into this space, it's like, okay, well, let's like have 7 days to where it's like mix and mingle and like get out of just the subgroups that we feel comfortable in, because we have to find those safe spaces because they're challenged constantly, and then come here and adapt and learn and
It's wherever you are, it is safe. And the only reason it feels like it's not safe is because of other people who are also existing in your space. And I feel like understanding that and knowing that is a big part of like revolutionizing existence, not just queer people's existence, everyone's existence. I think queer people, and I'm using queer specifically because like I do think that like queerness is like it's a term that is very heavily based in not just who we are, but how we see the world and how we see other people and how we see like other people as it pertains to like each other. We are different, and a lot of us are treated differently, and that's the part that isn't okay. And that is why like we have to get into the habit of like lifting up these people who are treated differently, killed differently because of who they are. That shit is crazy. Like, it's so normalized to be violent towards people who are different or who are seen differently in media.
I feel like you're pointing out the importance of labels, and something I've realized not too long ago is the value of also giving that label a definition sometimes. So it's clear like what is being portrayed and why you're portraying it maybe.
And also that's why like there's always gonna be mad labels, because we're not the same. Like, even though like I'm non-binary, even though like I'm genderless, like my non-binary is not going to be like the next person's non-binary.
Correct.
You know, my queerness is not going to be like the next person's queerness. Someone being a woman is not going to be the same as another woman. And I think it's important to like, if you are cis, like to understand that like even amongst your cis peers, y'all are not the same.
Yeah.
Like, y'all are not the same kind of women. There are cis women who can give birth, and there are cis women who can't. Then does that make them less of a woman? Because that's one of the arguments that's brought up a lot. This music that I am doing, what I am doing, like it's so necessary, and I didn't notice it until I want to say like the past like 2-3 years. Because people would always just be like, you don't even know like what your music has done for me. Like, it's changed my life, all of those things. And I thought that, I didn't realize it would happen so quickly. Like I thought that like years and years of, because for me, like, I can say, for example, like listening to Michael Jackson, listening to like Aurora, those are like the two artists that I can say like changed the way I wanted to live my life, the way I wanted to show up as a person. And like they have a really big category of music discography. And I haven't really put out a lot of music. I've made a lot of music, but this was even before the album came out, and people were saying that, and I was just like, wow, thank you. But I think all of us tend to have a hard time seeing how people see us, or like our loved ones see us. And I don't think I ever will really fully grasp how people see me. But I think it's helpful too. Like, I used to not want to be perceived. I still don't. But I think
Well,
it's
after
important.
spending so long trying to hide that and being in a space like that, it makes sense that it takes a long time to learn how to like want to be seen and want to be appreciated.
Well, yeah, and you know exactly how you'd like to be perceived.
Yes.
Because you've had to think about it for so long.
A lot, yeah. And I still think about it too, and I think that's why I'm always going to be changing. And I think like people are just gonna have to get used to it, specifically like my listeners. It's hard to find an artist who can genuinely dip into every genre and not just make it their own, but make it something completely different, like good. And I do that, and I'm learning to do that even better than I do it now, because I know how important it is, this message that I'm trying to get out. In order for me to get it out, I have to be able to shapeshift in a way where people will see me in a way that they can take in.
You do a blend very, very well of all these kinds of styles that feels new.
Thank you.
And that's what felt so, I guess, spiritual to me, at least. It felt like, and you threw in some covers, you did a little Janet here and there, which I thought was like great for the sense of like cruise, and it helps like get people like all on the same page or whatever while you're exposing them to stuff that maybe they haven't heard before. Is something that I really loved was there's like a spoken word element to your music, and it's very poetic.
Cute.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you tend to, from like a songwriting standpoint, do you tend to write lyrics first, or do you write with a track or with a melody, or what is like the writing process for you?
So it kind of varies. I don't really lean towards any specific way. I just try to like go based on like
What it feels.
the environment and like how I feel. So like I might write the lyrics first and not like have anything in mind, or I might like produce it first and like I know how I want it to sound, and like I'll know how I maybe want it to feel, and I might not have the lyrics yet. Like I might have to like build the beat and then the words start to come, and then sometimes like I need it to be channeled out of me. So like my sister, for example, she is I would say that she is like a medium, like in that way. She's a phenomenal songwriter. When she started training me, that's when she really started to like help me like understand my gift and like use it in a way where it will actually like propel me.
Yeah, like harnessing that to be able to.
Yes. So, for example, "Speak to Me" was one of those songs that she like channeled out of me. Like I wrote some things, but I just remember just being really heavy, and like it was just hard. Like it was hard for me to write anything, and she just does this thing, not just with me, like with anybody really that she works with. Like she can write in like 5 minutes, and it's like you have a verse and a chorus and a second. I'm like, what the that is crazy to me. And you know, I need like 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes. It depends, you know. But not to say that I'm, you know, not also like skilled, but I want to give her credit in that regard. Like with this album, like I feel like the way that the songs are sequenced, like the story that it tells, that is a story that I wanted to tell, and she helped me write it.
Wait, so you're then probably a huge curation of how your music videos are, I'm guessing.
Oh
Yeah, the visuals are so important.
yeah, so all the music videos I wrote the treatment for them. Like that's all me. So like I wanted to learn that. That's why I majored in it. Like I wanted to learn how to
Tell your story.
Take the ideas out of my head and make it into something like tangible, people that can like take in. So I'm a big part of that, and like she has helped me like so much when it comes to like really like not just visualizing it but making it like real.
I did want to talk a little bit about the process of yeah.
Okay.
The process of making an album, was it overwhelming? And how long, like, because I can't imagine, like,
Making noises.
it's such a
Yes.
undertaking of, I don't know how long
Like a
process was,
lifetime?
like, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about the process. Like it really is like, now if you have the means to create an album, you could do it. Like if you got the money to do it, you could do it. Like it's actually not going to be that hard. When you don't,
Yeah, let's talk about that. Because
like when you don't have the means, but you have to try, it is absolutely something to talk about. And I also think that it is also going to be an album that will resonate, because having the drive and not having the means is already resonating for so many people. And this album we started putting it together, like compiling it in 2018.
wow.
And it's just so funny because every year we would think we had everything, and then the next year would come and then we would be like, okay, we have everything, and then the next year would come, and and it finally last year, because it just kept getting pushed back, and we were just like, I think like this is like this makes sense, like this feels, I don't know, something is happening, and I think we need to just let it happen. And how many years is that? 6 years? Because 2025 now, but it's not like a whole year. Yeah,
Oh, it's 6 years.
6 years that it took to create a 13-song album. That's the shit that, kind of is like, where's the rest of the songs, Because like, and even for me, like, I won't lie, like, at one point I was just like, it doesn't even matter. Like, I don't even want to put it out. Like, because I'm just like, I had to really learn, like, patience and being patient, because I just wanted, it was just like, I just want people to hear it. Like, can I just leak it? I don't know. Like, but it was important, and I think the team just thought that, like, I deserved to have a rollout that wasn't rushed. I just want to say, like, if you are an indie artist, like, you don't have to sign to a label. Like, I'm not saying that, like, I'm having a terrible time. I'm just saying that, like, I am at the hands of capitalism. That's just what it is. Like, I am working in a very capitalistic industry where it's like, if you aren't making me money, I'm not gonna
help you,
pour into you, because, like, where's my investment, And I think, I feel like if we really want the industry to change, like, people who have that privilege to be able to pour into artists, you have to realize that sometimes, like, most of the times you have to risk it.
Yes.
You have to risk that, because, like, it's not always about the climb. A lot of the times it's about the fall. It is the fall that moves people, not the climb. Because, like, a lot of people don't even have the strength to climb, especially in this climate of being existing, especially now in this capitalist.
Do you feel like do you think this is extra chaotic, the times we were living in?
Yes, it is. It's chaos isn't even really the word for it. I think it's like, it's the way it's been for a long time. I think, like, the veil is just completely lifted now. Nothing is, you can't hide anything, because if you do, we're gonna find out. Not even because we're looking for it, but because, like, this is, it's literally, like, written in the stars. Like, this is an age
Being presented
of
at
truth.
this point now.
Like, it's just what it's just what it is. It's what's happening now, and it has to be chaotic. Like, it has to be this way. Wow. I think that's with destruction comes,
the awakening.
rebuilding. Yes. Hold on. Shameless plug. Awakening.
Did you always, like, I mean, if you've been working on this album for over 5 years, we'll say, was there always, from the beginning to the point of release, that you were like, this is at least the story that I want to tell? Or, like, was the title, because the title is a very impactful title, I feel like it can resonate in so many different ways for so many different people within not only just our community, but in a general sense. Like, was that more of a like, reclaiming it for yourself because you're feeling that, or was it just through the process of writing it that you were like, okay, I'm having this, I've worked through the religious schoolhood trauma, and now I'm entering where I am supposed to be at in this moment?
Yeah.
It was
like, it was kind of like, I think I already, because I didn't know the name of the album, but that was a word that I used a lot to describe what I felt like I was going through during these past couple of years. And it just kind of rolled off my tongue when we were, like, trying to figure it out. I was like, what about, like, awakening? Like, the awakening, or the awakened, awakening?
You're like, am I awake?
Yes.
You're very kind to yourself in the awareness that you have of saying that like what you are doing, yes, can be perceived as a privilege, but like when you break it down to like the amount of discipline and regimen and work sacrifice that goes into art, it is hard to be an artist.
Yes.
And it can be really isolating, and it can be really difficult, especially when you're, talking about it from like, a lot of what the world sees is the like finalized product of a lot of it, and not the like, the 6 years that go into making the 13-song album that is The Awakening.
Yes.
And I'll speak for myself. I'm just so grateful that we've had you on this trip, and that hopefully a whole new group of people got to experience it and got to appreciate it, and listening to this conversation get a better understanding of not only you, but how much you care about what you're offering to everybody. Because like and I know that the people and the community that you've built know that, and I'm sure that is one of the myriad of reasons that they appreciate and value you so much. And you very much are just like such it feels important light, not only just like in music, but for queer representation to have in that space. And we're starting to get some of that in the music industry, and I am so excited to see you take up all the space that you deserve to take up.
Thank you. Thank you. I received that. I received that so much. Because that's a big part of why I want to do what I want to do. Because I want to make sure people who are like me, like, you can do this too.
Yeah.
Wow. But I want it to be so like, it's not, I don't want it to be as hard as it was for me, or as hard as it is right now. And a part of that is to keep going.
Yes.
Yeah.
At Vakaya, we call those Vakaioneers. You're a pioneer in many ways, a Vakaioneer. Where can people find you? And then where can they listen to The Awakening? All the plugs.
That's a great question. You can find me on pretty much all social media, but the primary ones are Instagram and TikTok. My username is IN_IKO. And then I am streaming on all platforms, all music streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Deezer, AudioMac, SoundCloud. I'm sure there's
other things out there, yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, it's not stressful, but you talked, and what's kind of interesting is you talked about how impactful soundtracks are to you.
Okay.
And the game is called Soundtrack Superlatives.
Wow.
So basically we're going to give you scenarios, and then you just have to assign a song of either yours or just a song that like you love to the scenario.
All right.
See how fun this is?
Okay.
I hope it's fun.
Hard.
We'll make it, yeah.
Of course you are.
We'll add like fun, kooky sounds and graphics and like
actually. Okay. No, I'm excited. Okay.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay. Soundtrack superlatives.
Okay, Iniko. Song most likely to make me quit my job and move to an island.
Oh God. It's a spice song. It's like,
Yes.
go down and a wine and a bubble and party drop, this a jump, this a trouble and no. I'm gonna fast forward. Skin out me pum pum, pan me body me a wine and a boom 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 boom, kaka boom boom, pan me body just a jump and a boom a boom a boom. Wine on the body and I sit up on the bait. Boom boom so tight, some man have a cheat. Phone take a picture, yeah, that if you do it. I don't remember the rest.
Oh my gosh. That was beyond. Wait. Do you know what the title? Because I want to make sure that we like put. Do you know
what's
the title?
Yeah. I think it's called.
But also like record that and put that out. Like my gosh.
For those watching who do not speak patois, pum pum is vagina, buddy is penis. That so me like it. Yes.
So me like it. Okay.
That's so me like it. Bring your body, come here, make me ride it. Ride it like a bikelet. Cock up and I sit down and I whine it. With all spice. Yeah, so
It made me want to quit this job and move to an island. So I say like mission accomplished there.
Yes.
Shall we just Well, should we leave?
Right.
We're on our way to Yucatan right now. So like,
Right. But yeah, spice, so me like it.
love. Okay, so we've got our first song for the soundtrack. A song you wish you wrote.
Ooh. Liberian girl. You came and you changed my world. A love so brand new. Liberian Girl by Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Wow.
I wish I wrote that.
Okay, best Pride anthem. Best Pride anthem.
And that can be pride, like any kind of pride, really.
Honestly, the first song that comes to mind, because this song for me, I've told you guys this song for me, like, was the thing that made me like be like, okay, I have to be me like this. There's no question about it. And this was like my last year, or the second to last year of going to the Christian school. I'm beautiful in my way, 'cause God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Even the way she wrote it, like, my mama told me when I was young, we were all born superstars, like that shit. Yeah, I would say,
Yeah, Born This Way.
Yeah.
Gosh, your tone is just like
thank you.
unreal.
Also, like, my throat is like a little sore, so I can hit a little bit lower than usual.
I was also gonna just ask, like, your range. I mean, your range in the show is incredible, but
Thank
like you really have a spectacular range. Like,
Thank you.
yeah, it's like
Thanks.
chef's kiss.
Thank you. But yeah.
Okay, best song to play during a movie montage of your life.
Mountains by Hans Zimmer. It's from the Interstellar soundtrack. Yeah, I can't really
No,
sing it.
but we can play 6 seconds of it, because then before it gets
Yeah.
copywritten.
Yeah, that's funny.
I want to do this one though. The song that feels like the awakening.
The song that feels like the awakening. I would say Earth Song by Michael Jackson.
Well, thank you for playing Soundtrack Superlatives. On that, happy note, the one to end with. But truly, thank you for joining us. Oh, you wanted
And I have one last question. We are experiencing on Friday a unique celestial event in which all the planets are aligning on Friday. So
Sure.
some people
right while you're on your first cruise ever, right? Yeah.
traditionally that suggests that you can manifest more clearly because things are more aligned. What would be your intention to manifest this Friday while we're at sea and can see?
I would like to manifest a world where I can be without having to worry about whether or not like someone will hate me for it. And so I think a part of that manifestation, like a part of doing the work towards that manifestation, is making sure that I am feeling the things that I need to feel, being rooted in everything that is going on, everything that's happening, being aware, being awake, even when I don't want to be, like even when I feel like this is too much. And it's not to say, you know, of course you should like have moments where you come back and you need a moment to come back within self. But I think it's really important if that's what I want, like, because at first I was going to say like financial stability, but I feel like that in and of itself is not promised. Like it's another material thing. So I think the one thing that isn't material is us, because, you know, we change into different materials when we die. And even before then. So yeah.
And ideally, that financial stability comes with you finding the stability within yourself too. Yeah.
Iniko, thank you so much.
Thank you. Truly.
Thank you for
Truly.
having me.
Are you kidding? Thank you for being here. And thank you for sharing your gift. Yeah.
Thanks for receiving it.
Oh, yeah. Iniko's an incredibly talented, very gifted. If Iniko is in your city doing a show, go to their website, get a ticket, go to the show. It is truly like a spiritual event in its own way, whatever spirituality means to you, I feel like.
Art is spiritual.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Speaking of spiritual experiences in many ways, our 2027 Caribbean cruise is now available to book. And it's going to be a big one because we are celebrating 10 years. The ship is beyond amazing. And the talent, the events, the ports are going to be just next level. Baby, it's going to be the biggest bang for your buck. If you want to bang Kevin for a buck, hit us up. Send us a DM. All right. Well, another great episode in the books.
See you next episode on VTV.